Okay, I'm back.
That's suspiciously quick, Bob. I'm just going to say. Like, I don't know about you guys, but, like, my shits take a while compared to that.
Yeah. I mean, like, I heard it's unhealthy to, like, try and push it out, you know? You got to let it just go. That's why you got to read something.
You have to be reading a newspaper.
Yeah.
You obviously didn't pay attention during the 2008 Olympics. I actually bronze medal in mixed couples tandem speed pooping.
Also, what would those uniforms look like? I'm just, like, trying to imagine how they'd be functional but still be...
Everybody poops, but not everybody poops at world record speeds.
Welcome to Word Rango, the game show where dictionary definitions produce knowledge and comedy. 4 words enter, 1 word leaves and is crowned champion. Our steely nerve competitors, a writer, another writer, a voice actor, and that other guy. And now it's gloves off and set your dictionaries to fun. It's time for Word Rango. Here's your host, Mike Suzak.
Welcome to Word Rango. My name is Mike Suzak. Every week we bring you guys 4 numbers and their definitions. That's right. Numbers like 42 and 365 and 67.3.
Yeah, that's a number.
I'm joined this week by Bob Ball.
I totally Purelled my hands. I might have washed them too.
Dave Hinkle.
My favorite number is pi.
And Ryan Lewis.
The second missing plane.
Wow. And man, we're just chock loaded with relevant things for everyone.
Mostly chalk.
Mostly chalk, and we're just a chalk podcast. We're like a beautiful mind, except without the beautiful parts. We're just a mind, and we give you guys words, and it's always hilarious and fun and informative. And last week, our winner on his birthday week, magically, our winner was Bob with wing. Bob. Who starts his own chants. Bob won with wingding. Bob, since you won last week with a typeface, what is your font this week?
My winning word this week, Internet, is Filtrum. Filtrum.
I'll take a crack at the spelling. Is it Piltrum?
Ding, 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 ding,
All
ding.
right.
It is.
All right.
Okay.
You mark yourself down for 10 extra points.
I will mark myself down for 100 now that you said that. I make the rules around here, Bob. I keep the scores. Ryan, do you have any guesses as to what Filtrum means?
Oh, yeah. He's actually the guy who went into business, was actually a business partner with Paul Troon.
Oh,
Phil Trum.
Oh, Phil Trum and Paul
Troon.
Okay.
At Phil Trum. To him.
Oh, and before we forget, hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Paul.
You Caligon, you. Yeah. Now, Phil Trum and Paul Troon, what did they go into business for is what I'm wondering. Was it sounds like a pharmaceutical venture.
Trum and Troon?
Trum and Troon.
It sounds like they make like cute little cookies or like children's outfits or something like that.
Trum and Troon's salacious salads on store shelves very soon.
That's possible. I guess maybe the reason I'm thinking that is because I'm seeing Filtrum and TRUM. It reminds me of Centrum, which is like vitamins, like daily vitamin supplement things. So it's like maybe it's like that, but they're really just like placebos, like they're ranch pills or something. You know, I don't know.
But are you positing that Phil Trum is not a real person? Like he's like a Lemony Snicket type character that Paul Troon made up to sell his delicious, salacious salad vitamins?
Ooh, I'm saying I've never seen the two of them in the same room at the same time. I mean, maybe that's like a season 3, like, you know,
reveal.
Finale. Holy shit! Like,
you got us.
Phil Trum was really Paul Troon this whole time. I mean, up until then,
How could we not tell? All he was wearing was a bow tie.
I don't know.
I mean, it was Paul naked just with a bow tie. We should have seen that.
Yeah.
We totally should have seen that.
Can I take us back to something that you said? You said like ranch pill. Now,
Sure.
I think that's a very good idea. I mean, we're known for tossing out amazing business ideas, but think of like Tic Tacs, right? Like Tic Tacs make your mouth taste like you ate a mint, but they don't make your breath like any better unless you eat the whole entire little plastic box of them. But imagine a ranch pill that you ate that would make your mouth taste like you just had ranch, but it wouldn't make your breath smell like you had ranch. Like that covert taste all day long. It's like, this is my Hidden Valley secret. I'm tasting ranch
and
all
it's
day,
truly
every
hidden.
day.
Yeah, it's truly hidden. It's truly secretive. I like that.
And the possibilities are endless. I mean, you could have like a bacon flavored pill that makes your breath smell like, like spring morning or something like that.
Like bacon bits in it, or Bacos, or whatever the hell.
Jada Pinkett Smith. Like, I mean, you could really... What? I imagine she smells pretty good.
Why would I want my breath to smell like Jada Pinkett Smith?
Like, it's got to smell good, right? Am I right?
It's got to smell good.
Did I pick the wrong person?
It smells Fresh Prince. Very fresh. Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know what happened there. But, ranch pills. I'm just trying to think, like, where in the store do you put the ranch pills? Because I feel like, on the one hand, they belong over by salad dressings, right? And or maybe they actually belong right in the checkout next to the Tic Tacs.
No, yeah, I think like definitely Tic Tac area, very solid, good choice. Like wherever the halls are, next to Starburst, really. Like I would consider it a candy. Like it's a dessert thing, My hidden ranch taste in the mouth. That doesn't
For some
smell
reason,
like
all I
ranch.
saw in my head was mentholated ranch drops. I'm like, oh.
Dave, what do you think?
That totally tastes like Carlton right there. Oh.
Dave, what do you think philtrum means?
So philtrum is a word that is trademarked by CBS Sports. It has to do with Phil Simms freaking out over something. Now, he's a veteran. He's been calling a lot of games, but he likes his watermelon cut up a certain way. Sometimes he has a rough day and he has to throw a little tantrum, a philtrum, if you will. I can only remember my summer that when I worked on CBS Sports and I was, able to meet him. It was like very cool. But one day he freaked out because like somebody put mustard on his sandwich instead of mayo, and he just like threw the thing across the room. He like punched out a random guy who had a headset on. Like those rooms are just full of dudes with headsets doing stuff. I can't tell you what their names are. I don't remember. But that's a philtrum. Like that's him just throwing a little temper tantrum.
The Phil Simms tantrum. I like that.
Yep.
Could that also apply to Dr. Phil? Like he's just like, you're neglecting your kid, and he's just like, no, stop it, stop neglecting your kids.
But he's so like he's so he. No.
He just did mustache.
No. Just no. I'm just gonna say no.
Only Phil Simms. I mean,
Phil Simms. I mean, that's a high pressure thing. You know how many people watch football every week, and like, not that many people are watching Dr. Phil.
Not anymore. Not after the incident.
The
incident. Bob, when I say the incident, I'm going to need you to put some dramatic music behind it. Just like a da da da. Can you do that for me?
Yeah, I'll totally get that in post.
Okay.
Thanks.
Just write that down.
Same notes, yeah.
Let's try that one again. The incident. Okay, well, I'm stalling because I have no fucking clue what philtrum means. I mean, I know that it's PHIL, but I keep thinking that it has more to do with actually filling something up. And then when I see the trum, all I think about is trombones. Now, what do you fill like? Where do you put the trombones? Like, are you filling a trombone with something? That's where I'm kind of lost.
I'm just going to give you a little bit of a spoiler alert on this.
Okay.
I want you to think Punxsutawney Phil.
Okay.
Okay. Don't know what you're
doing. I'm not telling you that you're putting Punxsutawney Phil in a trombone, but I'm not saying you're not.
Okay. Well,
And this grinding halt was brought to you by mentholated ranch drops. Mentholated ranch drops. Oh God. Oh, that's.
I don't know who Punxsutawney Phil is. I'm
sorry.
sorry.
Really?
It's
the dude who comes out if he sees the shadow. It's X amount more weeks of winter. If he doesn't see it,
he's the co-star in Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like a big Pennsylvania thing.
I'm sorry, I haven't seen Groundhog Day
and not Andy McDowell,
in a
but the
long
other
time.
one.
So, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the listeners. I'm sorry to you guys.
You got to fix your life
Wait,
decisions.
you've never
This one's
seen
on
Groundhog
me.
Day?
No, I have, but I haven't seen it in forever. It's not like I watch it every year, Ryan. I mean, it's been forever.
Well, what do you do on Groundhog Day then?
Yeah.
Like
I
what
ignore
the hell?
everything. I ignore everything Groundhog Day related because I just don't care.
He watches Training Day with who's in that fucking Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke and
Denzel
Denzel.
And
Yeah.
Punxsutawney Phil.
I didn't know you like to get wet, homie.
Fuck Groundhog Day. You guys are in South Central, yo.
Yeah.
Look, I haven't seen Groundhog's Day since The Incident.
You're totally ruining with that.
Bob, what does philtrum actually mean?
Philtrum is a noun,
Okay.
and it is the vertical groove right on your upper lip, right in the middle.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
that like little yeah.
So that little divot. I mean, if you don't have one of those, I mean, you're weird or you're a muppet.
Yeah.
But most of us have that little divot right there, right on your upper lip.
It's like a mustache separator.
Yeah, it's like the one place hair does not grow on your face.
Yeah.
If you're me, anyway.
I was gonna say no. I've got a lot of
I
hair.
got
right
tons
there.
of Philtrum hair.
You can
Don't even
have some of my
question.
philtrum hair if you need.
I
You
got
have
more so
Philtrum
much
hair,
to spare.
Spencer?
Or if you're Hitler, you only grow philtrum hair.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
true.
So if you look real close at me sometime, if you ever meet me in person and not one of my robot doppelgangers.
And I'm not busy staring at your lack of eyebrows.
Well, I've got some now, but it's still not very much.
Some.
But if you look, you'll see this little split right in my philtrum. I mean, it's weirdly separated because it's a little lighter and brighter because it's actually scar tissue. And I don't know if I've told any of you this story before, but I
was
was
this
like,
from The Incident?
Oh, come on, really?
sort of. Dr. Phil was not there. There was no Dr. Philtrum. I loved Knight Rider. Oh, loved it. David Hasselhoff was like my hero. He drove around this big black car.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, the black car has a name.
so it's a point in time where NBC would, between the commercials, like halfway through, they would play their bumper music again. And to someone who's 8, dun 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 dun. I mean, to someone who's 8 years old, that's like a starter's pistol.
Okay.
So into that scene, I'm 8. I have a tiny, tiny little bladder, and I've got to go to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom, but I have turned the TV up really loud so I could hear it. So when I would know when it was back on, sure enough, it's back on because I hear the da-da-da-da, 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 and I come tearing out of the bathroom, and there's this hairpin turn that you have to make to get back into the living room. Well, I'm 8, and that hairpin turn was really built for like a 10 or 11-year-old. And I was going about 10,000 miles an hour. So I was burning up on re-entry and didn't quite make that turn. And man, I just face first right into this door facing. I will tell you that there were some tears. I may have blacked out.
Oh.
And I realized that I was now covered in my own blood. Because I had hit that face first so hard, I now had 3 lips.
Wow.
There were one bottom one and 2 entirely separate
Holy
top ones.
shit.
Wow, dude, that's like that scene in Total Recall.
Oh man.
Just so everybody that's listening knows,
quite
like,
sexy.
but, like, just so everybody knows, like, Dave does this all the time. He takes all of our life stories and turns them into Total Recall moments. I don't know why, but you know.
Sorry, I didn't mean for it to stop the story so much. I just figured,
Like
you know.
that one time when this baby came out of my stomach when I took off my trench coat. Oh yeah, that's just like Total Recall. Whatever. I did it first, man. Like I don't. What are you talking about?
Okay, so
Sorry, Bob,
in
continue.
my family, my mom and dad had 4 children. I'll let you guess what birth position I was by the medical care I received. So my mom takes me into the dining room, and we had this overhead light that actually kind of ratcheted down so she could bring it lower and look at me like I was in the doctor's office. My father had this old metal aluminum lunchbox. She popped open the top of it and grabbed, she dabbed me off, made sure all the blood was off of me, looked at my injury, and then Dr. Mom diagnosed me by needing a butterfly Band-Aid and then sent me back off to watch Knight Rider. Was I first child, second child, third child, or, dear God, just get away from me?
Visiting house guest.
Yeah, right. You're definitely the last ball to drop. I mean, that's from what I could tell from that story. That was a good story, Bob. I mean, we should do story time on here more. I would participate. I don't have any good ones, I don't think. I mean, except for the time that I almost died in a dirt bike accident, but whatever.
Whoa.
Nah, I didn't really die. Actually, I was exaggerating.
I went over a sick jump and I skinned my knee.
Now,
I actually just wrecked my driveway.
no, it was a field. But no, back to the word at hand, philtrum. I wanted to mention, I personally think that's the sexiest part of a lip. I don't know about you guys. That little
The third
curve,
part?
the curve, not the split like Bob has.
Oh,
That's disgusting.
Mine's accentuated.
Sure.
I got a scar on the inside and the outside, ladies. And for those of you playing at home, right now I'm showing you the inside of my lip. See?
So anyways, I just wanted to mention, I thought that's, cool. Let's get another word. Let's just move on from this. Ryan, what's your word this week?
My word this week is mumpsimus.
Mumpsimus?
Mumpsimus.
Dave, do you have a guess on the spelling for that?
Oh, mumpsom, mumpsimus, ous, I guess?
No?
No?
Was there an extra mumpsimus in the middle of your mumpsimus?
Yeah.
Mumpsimus.
Got mumps on mumps on mumps on mumps.
What you gonna do with all that mumps? All that mumps and moose?
Mumps. MUMPS. UMOUS. Is that what Dave said, actually?
Yeah, it's like you guys switched one word. No. We got MUMPSIMUS.
Oh, so it's
S-I-M-U-S.
mumpsimus.
Mumpsimus.
It's not mumpsimus, like mumpsimus, dude. Come
No,
on.
man. Like, I mean, I've been speaking to S. Painel for years, and when you see the SI like that, that's accentuated like C. It's like mumpsimus, you know?
You
gotta-
mumpsimus.
Yeah, man. Words are they're like blank canvases, man. You just got to approach each one and just paint your own picture, you know?
You treat each word like a cheesesteak. You throw that cheesesteak at the canvas and you make a delicious cheesesteak painting.
I do like that Dave is explaining how he literally taught himself how to read and speak.
Well, that Philadelphia public school system is not great, guys.
the Philadelphia Teach Yourself school system.
Yeah.
Yes, Dave, the words are your canvas. Pronounce them how you would. Oh, you're going to paint that bush blue? Okay. Yeah, the sun can be orange. Sure. No, it can be purple. Why not? It's your word, Dave. Make it how you want.
I totally got this. Mumpsimus is one of three things. It's either the first Latin general to have died from having bumps all over his body. It is the brother of Optimus Prime.
Ooh.
Listen, Mumpsimus Prime wasn't really catching. Or
I know, I liked it. I'm listening for the next one, Bob. I like that.
Or Mumpsimus is shoot, I did say three things, right?
Yeah.
Mumpsimus it's the term you use when you go to a super competitive arm wrestling tournament.
Okay.
And start chanting, like yelling at your opponent. I mean, or yelling at the opponent of your favorite team's arm wrestler.
Ooh, team arm wrestling.
So the spotlight's on this circular table in the middle of the arena. The competitors walk boldly into the center of the complex. You're ringside, and you're full of let's say 3.5 overpriced beers and about 9 soft pretzels with cheese, or maybe a simulated cheese product. Anyway, you're taunting the opposing combatant like, "Hey Sally, you're a total mumpsimus. It's like your arms are all flabby and stuff, you mumpsimus. I bet that stings, doesn't it, Sally? Like the bee that's gonna sting you in the arm and make you lose this championship arm entanglement, you mumpsimus." I obviously don't do much heckling.
Yeah, I was like, man, you're getting all up in Susie's grill.
That was really...
Yeah, wait, so First of all, I'm glad that you took 3 definitions to make sure that Mike and Dave are going to be scrambling. So that's good.
I had to scratch mumpsimus prime off my list. So
I know, you're like, fuck, man. Oh, and also like antagonizing someone in an arm wrestling meet, event.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely not any of those 3 things, but it could be.
Is it a combination of all 3?
So Optimus Prime's brother.
Would you like to see the inside of my liver again?
Optimus Prime's brother is in an arm wrestling match, and I forget the first thing you said. I mean,
about a general dying of mumps.
Dying of mumps. I guess. Dave, do you have a guess as to what mumpsimus means?
Yeah, so I think, again, you guys are all mispronouncing it. It's mumpsimus. It's basically a hair care product for older, spies in the British Secret Service, females, like your mom's age, like, 60-year-old ladies who are worried about, where their hair is going to go all over the place when they're dipping between lasers and, like, shooting out cameras and stuff. They want to make sure they have a tight hold. So it's mumpsimus. It's basically a hair care product. So...
hold. So like Helen Mirren in the movie Red, basically, is using that's Gumpsimus or Gilf. I don't know. Shit, she's old.
She's British and she's old. I think she's a mum.
But she's a spy.
Mum, spy, moose.
It must be for retired spies, right? Because if you're an active spy, you wouldn't be able to buy that because it would totally give away that you're a spy. I mean, you can't like walk into Walgreens and go, "Oh, where's the mum spy moose?"
Yeah, I imagine it's like some kind of mailing list. You probably get it in the mail,
like
the
a
knock
bomb.
list.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, the blacklist.
knock list.
Oh, that too.
Just me. Okay.
My guess for mumpsimus. Funny you mentioned that, Bob. You can walk into a Walgreens for mine. See, it is actually mum, and then the PSI is pronounced psi, like a silent P, so it's mumpsimus. And what that is it's actually Mum's. It's like a homemade recipe for psychic mustard. So it basically, you take this Dijon style mustard, you put it on a hot dog, and then by doing that, you'll be able to see into your own future. As
and
you
it tells
eat
you
this.
what card you're holding.
I was just gonna say, yes, it has limited use. I mean, there's like a laundry list of side effects, but it also has the limited use of being only good for like the next 5 minutes.
Hey, what are the top 3 side effects of your psychic mustard?
I'm happy you asked. We should probably fill people in on this.
We should.
The first one is it's in the name, mumps. You basically get mumps immediately. You got to deal with that one.
Truth in advertising, I like it.
It's a byproduct of having immense psychic power.
Risk reward.
Second. Sorry, Ryan. What was that?
I just said risk reward.
Well, yeah, I thought I was going to say I was hoping you would tell me the next on the list. So you get mumps almost immediately. The next one is you get these. Have you guys ever had those sorts of like migraines where it's pounding, but it's like the base of your neck, like the top of your neck, like base of your head, kind of like right back there behind your ear. Well, it's not just a headache like centered around there. It actually grows in size to the point where you have like this swelling the size of an egg that's hanging off the back of your head. And now that
so you have mumps and extra mumps.
Yes, you have extra mumps, and that extra mumps
and bumps.
Yeah, it's filled with a pus that's kind of like a
why are you eating this mustard? Like, why are you eating any of this mustard?
Because you can see into the future, Dave.
Wait, so if the mustard makes you see into the future, I was under the impression that like the mustard just starts squeezing itself and like writing something like, oh shit, it's writing a 5. Oh crap, is that a heart? It's a 5. Card's a 5 of hearts. Oh shit, mumps. Oh my head. Like,
I would think
so it's like Ouija mustard.
Like, dude,
well, you could use it that way. I mean, if you're gonna want to use it that way if you're going on to like Penn and Teller's bullshit or whatever. Like you're trying to fool them, you know, and it's like they'll be like, "Oh, I don't know how you did that. That's some magic mustard you got there." You'll want to use it that way, but no, I mean, the egg thing on the back of your head, it's really not that bad. It's filled
No,
with
it's just filled with pus. Yeah.
No, it's filled with its own pussy mustard. That's what it is. I mean, it's just its own.
Good Lord.
Oh, this is a
That
vicious
still sounds like
cycle.
something I'm not going to use in my roast beef sandwich.
Now that's just two. The third side effect is the best one, because what it does, it just makes you. It basically is a testosterone boost to the max, like immediate, like like you.
So I get mumps, extra mumps, and roid rage.
Yes, but the best part,
Sign me up.
Bob. This is what you need to get up on this because it's gonna allow you to grow hair on your philtrum. So you've been wanting that your whole life, right?
And probably my palms.
Well, yeah, your palms too, but I mean, why not? You can see into the
already there.
future
Never
and
mind.
you're going to grow hair where you never had it before. I mean, I think that's
Like
a
my
positive
eyebrows.
side effect. You need it, right? You may as well just slather some mustard above your eyes and it's going to grow there right away. And you're also going to be able to, like, you know, tell me what's going to happen when I flip a coin, you know?
Ooh.
So that's
Mainly for parlor tricks.
Heads.
that's my guess for mumpsimus. Ryan, what does it mean?
Oh, did we go through everybody? Yeah, all of you are very close. Mumpsimus basically is an adherence to or persistence in an erroneous use of language, memorization, practice, belief, etc., out of habit or obstinacy.
So that's basically just describes me. That is like my word. It's like there's one word that can singularly cut you down to your core.
Yeah.
That is this fucking word.
A person who persists in a mistaken expression or practice.
Hey, Dave, say water.
Water.
Yeah. Fucking mumpsimus, dude. Look at this guy over here.
Wow.
Such a mumpsimus bastard, man.
I know. And we all know people like that. You're just like, listen, dude,
Yeah,
like
Dave.
they didn't answer any of the questions on Lost. Well, they answered like some of them, and like most of them were answered. Like, no, dude, they didn't answer any of the questions that they put out, dude. Obstinate bastard.
I just like that we've carried on since last week, bringing words about each other. I like that to become a thing even more so. So yeah, I am so in favor of that because yeah, this is about Dave, especially. Dave, you need to fucking cut your shit and learn how to speak like a goddamn American. I mean, seriously. Mumpsimus.
Mumpsimus?
Mumpsimus?
It's like a female.
So now we should probably get to a scenario. Let's do
Scenario.
that. A mustard-filled scenario. Anybody have something for me?
This summer, it's Optimus Prime and the Autobots versus Mumpsimus Prime and the Decepticons. Played by Dave Hinkle.
Keeker, kink, kink.
Oh, man.
I like when our own stuff makes us laugh.
It's pretty amazing.
It's good. It's good.
Oh, shit. Where did this table come from?
I mean, I guess we needed a second ringtone. So,
Man.
is that really, Bob? Is that
I
really a
just don't know.
scenario? Or
I just feel like he just wanted to say that. And I think our scenario should be like...
I am going to issue one to you guys because I don't trust that you'll actually say anything if I ask you. So
Kink, kink, kink.
So I'm going to go ahead and say the one I came up with. Dave is dropping out of med school to become something of his choice. And he's telling his dad, who's Bob, for the first time, and Bob isn't handling it all that well. Go right on.
Such a disappointment.
All right, look, Dad. Like, I just had like something to tell you.
Are you drunk?
No, bro. No, everything's cool.
This is not Colorado or Washington.
no.
You cannot be high in this state.
Dad, bro, chill. I'm dropping out of medical school. I'm going to become a professional disc golfer. I got a wicked throw, man. I think I could make it. I can make it to the big leagues. Now I'll be making like a cool $12,000 a year on sponsorships. That's the career I want, Dad. Boom. Drop the bomb.
Okay, Dave, we're going to talk about two different things. A, I'm going to have to hide your body after I kill you from your mother. Two, Where do you plan on living off this $12,000 a year that you're going to magically have drop out of the sky?
Well, I mean, I got to play the circuit. So, like, it's a lot of sleeping on benches and, like, chilling in the park with my homies, getting crushed, Crescent Fresh. Like, you know, we throw so many curls. Like, it's just, you know, it's a real gnarly time. So, you know, I mean, I got no problem.
Son, in the last 30 seconds, you've said about 15 words that make you sound like you should be in rehab, and I don't know what they mean.
You don't get it, Dad. You don't get it, man. You're like, I gave up on life. I want to be like a doctor and get a family and buy a house and like have them live safely in it. And I'm more like trying to just be me, you know?
You sound like a future hobo, and I don't need any psychic mustard to tell me that.
What is a hobo, though? I mean, like, what does that really mean? I mean, is it just a channel you watch on HBO? Is it like somebody who eats beans a lot? I mean, I've slept on a train. You slept on a train? You're probably technically a hobo by definition standard.
Not if I pay for the ticket. Here, if you do want to watch a channel that will show you hobos, here's the remote control. I'm going to point you to this mirror.
And scene. Let me say,
man, I was so bad. I didn't know what to fucking do.
You're such a mean dad.
You were such.
Why do you let him follow his frisbee golf
Here's the
dreams?
thing, Ryan. This is perfect.
Because you've been in school for 72 semesters. You've spent $186,000. And what? You have 4 disc golf discs. Great. Do you have any books?
He doesn't even have a putting disc. Here's what's perfect about this.
Okay.
Bob is a disappointed dad, obviously, just like in real life. And what was Ryan's word? Mumpsimus. Dave was setting on in a direction, something about the definition and how it applies, and it totally applies. And let's move on. The other thing I wanted to point out, Dave, at one point you said crush and crescent fresh, and I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I want to believe those are 2 of your disc golfing buddies. Like, those are their names.
Crush and crescent fresh? That's like hard to say.
I wish.
And crescent fresh.
I can't take credit for the Crescent Fresh because that's from Syphil and Ollie, but the Crush definitely was my invention.
It's from syphilis? Is that where you got it from?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Let's get another word in here. I think I'm going to go next.
Okay.
My word this week is tittle.
Tittle. Oh, can I go first?
You can definitely go first.
All right, tittle is like, it's that area in the cup size, that fast food joint between like tiny and little. It's like you don't want like a small cup, you don't want a medium cup, like that's just way too big, you know? They have the tiny size for like 32 cents, or you can go to the little size for like 46 cents. So you're like, I don't know which one I want. Do I want a tiny bit? Do I want a little bit? Just hook me up with a tittle there, bro. Just give me a little tittle. Give me a tittle amount of that Sprite, code red 0.
Do I want 8 ounces or do I want 2 ounces? Do I want almost a cup or do I want a shot glass? No, I don't want a shot glass.
Give me a tittle. I just want a tittle bit. That's all I need, a tittle bit.
Now, what if you did get that small shot glass? Could you just ask for the syrup that goes in a soda machine instead of the carbonated beverage that comes out? So you just do
like an espresso.
Yeah, just do a shot of that awful fucking syrup that's all sweet and pepper. Like, why not? Just a shot of Pepsi, right?
Yeah.
I feel like somewhere in a Coca-Cola boardroom, they're playing this for the entire CEO staff, and they're going,
they have massive
"Oh my God.
erections right now. The table just lifted like 3 or 4 feet in the air. And there are women there too.
Well, yeah. But like they're money boners. That's what
That
you're
is just
saying.
like, that's like 15 years away from what America is going to be. You're going to saunter up to the bar. It's not going to be like, hey, give me a shot, Jameson. It's going to be like, give me a shot of like pure Sprite syrup, and also give me 2 McDoubles that I'm going to eat here at this counter. Just be sad after my day working in the coal
Give me a tittle
mine.
of Sprite Zero. Now, once again, can we serve this at Coiffers? The answer is yes.
Yes,
and the answer
absolutely.
is we are tomorrow. So come on in to Coiffers for your tittle of Diet Cherry Vanilla Dr. Pepper. I like that. I like the cup size stuff, but I kind of like the whole syrup thing that I just came up with. For
No,
you, Dave.
absolutely. You totally hijacked my thing, and you won. You won, sir.
That's what I do. Ryan, what do you think tittle means?
Well, I think you guys are pronouncing it wrong. I believe it's a teetle.
Okay.
And a teetle is basically like when you're milking a cow. It's basically just the hole that the teat fits through on a Cockney farm. So you got your teetle over there. Yeah, you just go over there and stick that teat right through the teetle, governor.
Your British accent is just like, I feel like I could close my eyes and I'm in merry old London town.
I know, right? I'm like doffing my hat at you and shit, and like wishing, oh, good night, governor. Yeah, well, go just shove that right in the teetle.
It's people walking around in the street with just beans loosely covering bread and just eating it. It's like what they
What
eat
is
over there.
England to you? Like, what are you saying? Like beans and bread?
They eat,
Like, where the
that's what they eat for breakfast, man. They take like a piece of bread and cover it in baked beans and eat that crap.
Oh,
like, that's,
okay, yeah. I was like, dude, but I wouldn't think that you talk to someone about England like, oh yeah, the bean bread place, dude. Like, yeah, jolly old, yeah, you know, like where they have beans and bread. But yeah, I know.
You know, it's like the British Red Robin.
Baked beans.
Well, look, I'm intimately familiar with teetle.
Teetle.
The teetle, or tittle, you know, either way. It's the term for when you're with that special someone, you know, that guy, that girl, that real doll, whatever. I don't judge.
Roll doll.
And you trip and you fall into a glass coffee table.
Whoa.
You get up and you realize that A, you just knocked over like $57 worth of Scentsy candles. B, the living room is on fire. And C, you're naked and covered in broken glass.
Whoa.
You totally just tiddled that situation.
Is this coffee table in like Quagmire's living room or something? Like, what scenario is going on here where you're just like naked, oiled up, ton of candles by yourself, and you just like fall through a glass table?
I think it is the person that we are firing from our intoxicating aromas commercial.
Yeah, he just totally blew it.
They totally blew it because in that commercial they
totally tiddled it.
yeah, well yeah, they tiddled it. And they would be in that, you know, about to neck a dewlap when they trip through a glass coffee table and knock over the
Like all the Patron candles.
all the Patron
and like
candles.
Yeah.
Whatever we might be advertising that day. Patron candles, Smirnoff candles, Boone's Farm candles. I mean,
Why not? You know? Hey.
you know, the high schoolers gotta
Smell the wine cooler candles. Like, oh man, I got so drunk off that wine cooler candle. You still have wine coolers?
Yeah, I think they do. I don't know. They're I always walk direct. I'm literally unable to see wine coolers. Like, I can't see them. If I go to a store, I go to a liquor department, I just walk past them and they don't exist to me. You know, I wonder why there's such a big blank space in the shelf. Oh, I wonder what's supposed to be
Is
there.
that because you're over the age of 21?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, Tittle. Was that your guess, Bob? Like, I mean, I guess it was a whole scenario. I'm just...
Tiddle me this, Batman.
So it means that you, like, really fuck up a situation, right?
Well, and you've knocked over all the lit candles.
Okay.
Your living room's on fire, and you're covered in broken glass.
Covered in broken glass.
Sweet dreams of... Wait. Oh.
Okay, well, let me tell y'all. Tittle, Tittle, for those that weren't totally sure. Tittle means a point or small sign used as a diacritical mark in writing or printing, or a very small part. So basically, a tittle is the dot on an I or a J, for instance.
Oh.
So it's a tiny amount or a part of something as a more broad term, but it's especially used in relation to the I's and J's in
So
the
I mean,
English language.
my definition still is kind of relevant because, like, if you go
Yep.
to a place and you're like, yeah, I want a tittle of rice, they're like, okay, they cook up 2 grains of rice and give it to you. You eat that, and you're like, all right, cool, I just had a tittle of rice. Like, that's a valid thing.
Sure.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a
okay.
small
In
or
that
tiny
case,
amount.
I don't ever tittle. I write in all caps at all times.
You do?
Oh, me
yeah.
neither.
Yeah.
Wait, is it a verb too?
Well, it's a noun,
Like
but
to
I
act-
mean, we use words however we want. I mean, we're
Yeah.
Right, Dave?
Yep.
Words are our canvas.
we're all
like tittle. I just tittled all over the place.
we're all mumpsimus folks. I mean, I don't have any issues with that. So yeah, it's a small part of something is what tittle means. but-
Unless a tittle is also at the base of an exclamation point, in which case I tittle every sentence.
That's also true.
Wait, is it also the bottom of an interrobang?
Terrifying. Yes.
It's got a tittle in
I
there.
think so,
sure.
yeah.
It's like an upside down umlaut underneath of your question mark and exclamation point.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wait, an umlaut. That has two tittles.
Yeah.
It's
Umlaut.
dititular.
Okay. I like all this, but we need to get
I'm
another
only
word.
laughing because secretly I'm angry that you came up with dititular.
That is good. I wanted to end it there because it's just too good. Dave, I want to get your word. What's your word this week?
All right, my word this week is bed swerver.
No, dude.
no.
Swerver. Come on. Fucking Urban
Not
Dictionary.
a word.
No, it's on dictionary.com. I'm looking at it.
Bed.
Angel
Did you write it yesterday night?
Yesterday night? No.
Dictionary?
No.
Bed swerver.
Bed
Yes.
swerver.
Bed swerver.
SWERVER.
Yep, all one word.
No fucking
Yes.
way.
No.
Bed swerver.
This word does not exist. I refuse to believe that this word exists.
It does. It does. If you guys don't like it that much, I have a backup I can use.
No,
No, it's not
no.
that.
Okay.
Jeez.
No, we're-
I just don't
Oh,
believe
no, you don't get to revoke your word, Dave.
We are.
No, we're not playing that. I'll tell you what bed swerve is.
Please do, Bob.
So,
I'll go first.
What?
I may have gone a little prematurely, but that's not what bed swerve means. You're in the office. You're creeping. You're lurking. It's dark. There's like only two people left in the office.
Please tell me you're shutting your boss's desk drawer with your foot. Please tell me you're doing that.
There's all these things that you're trying to do when you're trying to scare someone. Now picture it. It's closing time at, let's say, the horse glue factory corporate office. They have those. You peek around the corner of that office cubicle, and you spot Barry. Barry, your boss. Man, you hate Barry. You totally hate that guy. He makes you work overtime. He's like spilling coffee on your TPS reports. In general, he's a real louse. Always taking credit for your team's productivity, even though everyone knows that you're the one shoving more horses per hour into the grinder. They know it. Anyway, you stealthily slip behind his office door before he comes in to get his horse fur-lined briefcase full of jelly donuts that he steals from the office every night. So he comes in, he doesn't see you, he closes the door behind him, and then there you are, horse head in hand. And he turns around, and you... This got super scary. I need to stop watching The View. Bed swerver.
Oh. It just kind of, it went.
Was that what happened? I mean, what
I
happened?
feel like I just sat on my remote or something.
Yeah, I mean,
Tune in next week for the continued adventures of Glue Factory.
okay, Bob, I need you to make an ongoing thing from now. Like, go ahead. I want you to continue this next week, please. Keep people
Done.
coming back.
Yeah, dude. That's great.
Good.
Actually, you know what? Tweet the show. Make up your own endings to the story.
Yeah, there
How
we
many
go.
horses does he shove in the next day?
And
It's not his
Hashtag,
job.
hashtag Glue Factory.
hashtag Glue Factory.
That's gonna trend.
Oh, good. Bed swerver. I guess my definition for bed swerver, and Dave, I just want to remind you that I don't like you because this is not a real word.
I assure you it is, man. It's on dictionary.com, like thedictionary.com.
Oh, yeah.
The one and only.
Now,
Really choice URL.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys. I was not a good kid growing up. I was kind of an asshole. I was definitely an asshole. I was.
Well, I'm glad you grew out of that.
Right? Hey, I mean,
Like the George Costanza snort at the end there.
Every time. No, I was definitely a dickhead of a child. And I loved to not really just pull pranks on people. Like, I'm not like the kids nowadays that just like beat up homeless people. Like, that's terrible. Those kids need to be prosecuted to the full extent of the law, and then some. And in my case, I like to do stuff that just sort of fucked with people. You know, it's kind of like letting the air out of someone's tires, or, taking I did this in college. I took someone's textbooks that they left out in the lobby and threw it down the trash chute. Sorry, I know that was $100 textbook.
Oh man, that shit's expensive.
Yeah, that's a pretty big dick move there, man.
But
took a boulder to a freeway overpass and dropped it on a car. Fun stuff.
Threw stuff over a fence onto in oncoming traffic. I mean, I'm telling you, I was an asshole.
Fucking with people.
But
This one time I hijacked a plane leaving Malaysia. Fun stuff.
But the thing that I love to do...
Too soon?
That's terrible. But we're moving on. But what I love to do most to fuck with people is to move their bed while they're sleeping in it. And you do it.
You fucking bed swerver.
ever so slightly, a bit at a time. They won't know. You can move anyone that's sleeping anywhere. And here's how you do it. Everybody pay attention. You have to know the very basics of our sleep cycles. When someone hits REM sleep, it lasts for a period of 30 to 40 minutes. During that time, they're in their deepest stages of sleep. You can move a bed at a relatively brisk pace. If you get the help of even just one other friend, you could move someone into a different room, a different house, on a different street, into a different country. Whatever you choose to do, you can swerve someone's bed.
Ask custom.
And the best part then is you wait. You hide and you wait. And when they wake up, you will see the most bewildered fucking person you've ever seen. Bed swerving is exhilarating. It's relatively innocent compared to other things you could do to prank people. But it's just hilarious.
Why am I in Toronto?
That's the best, right? It's like, holy shit. I fell asleep and I'm somewhere else. This is still my bed. I'm still under my blankets. And why the hell am I I am in my neighbor's house.
Oh my god, I fell asleep in Hoboken. What am I doing in the Bahamas?
How did my race car bed get on a racetrack?
Oh, see, that's a good one, right? I mean, yeah, that's getting creative with where you can bed swerve people. I mean, if you really figure it out, you could probably put someone in, say, the bed section of a furniture store. That way it's like they wake up, and what you do is you get the person that works there in on the act. So then it's just like they wake up and they say, "Excuse me, sir, so are you interested? Did you want to buy this? It seems like you've been testing it for a while." Right? And next thing you know, that person's buying a new bed.
Yeah.
I mean, you totally get them. So
I think that's a really funny bit.
No, even better, they're buying their own bed.
Oh, there we go. You put a price tag
shit.
on it.
Yeah, this is comfortable. It's got like a little indentation that fits me perfectly. How did they do that?
Bed
I'll take
swervers. So that's my guess for bed swerver. And I think that's the only thing it could possibly be.
Yeah.
Ryan, what do you think bed swerver means?
Well, the Winter Olympics just ended, and the question on everyone's mind is, what do these athletes, these professional lugers, these bobsledders, what do they do in their off time? What do they do in the off season? Well, if you go to mattress stores after hours, you've got a huge competition going on there, and you got these guys in there, and basically they're weaving in and out of the beds. They're going to mattresses, and they're swerving back and forth, and it's competitive. I mean, there's people pulling muscles, breaking bones. I mean, they're mattresses, right? But these dudes are really into it, just bed swerving, just going around, just moving around the mattresses, and they're hoping to get that in the Summer Olympics to just kind of take up more of their time. But really, that's what they're doing. Lolo Jones.
So, I mean, is that a way for them to train and sort of stay in shape then, are you saying?
No, it's just fun. They're just competitive. They just, what are the mattress stores? What are they doing at night? People aren't going to come into a bed store at night. Well, actually, that'd probably be not a bad place.
Oh, that would be pretty awesome. I mean, it sounds like a very cheap hotel. But I think I think it sounds to me like you're kind of tripping into some Ben Stiller Night at the Museum territory, except instead of it being a museum, it's a furniture store. You know, so like all the lamps and shit, like
start coming alive and stuff and just
sure.
beds. No, I like that, but I think that we're actually stumbled onto a nice business venture.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm all ears.
Mattress store by day, hotel by night. Use those mattresses.
That's fucking perfect. That's fucking perfect.
Why don't they do that? Or how about this? You know what? You want to buy this bed? Why don't you sleep on it? Literally. You know? And then they just, let you decide. And actually, you're literally going to sleep on the bed that you might.
I don't know. I think like that's a very good business venture, but that's almost like an app idea I would do. I would do an Airbnb type thing where it's like, all right, mattress, you're not being used for 2/3 of the day. I'm going to rent your ass out to like somebody who wants to take a nap or something. You know, you set it up on the app. It's like, yeah, go over, take a quick nap, PayPal me some money. Boom. Now my mattress is working for me.
It is funny to think about how how little do we actually use our beds, right? I mean, it's not, for most people, they're in their beds, a third of the day. I mean, yeah, that's
22 hours a day.
Well, that's...
Oh, he's the old grandpa and Willy Wonka.
God damn it, Ryan. I was about to drop that. I was about to drop the Uncle Joe.
Get a golden ticket and get the fuck out, Bob. Seriously.
Damn. I was really hoping I'd get to the Willy Wonka one first. Yeah. So, okay, not everybody is like you, Bob, or like the guy from Willy Wonka. But yeah, I like that idea, too, with the app. And we could always use more apps, Dave.
Yep.
So renting out your mattress and or owning a mattress store so that way you can rent that out, it makes perfect sense. I mean, if I lived with someone and I worked, say, day shift and they work night shift, we may as well just have one bed. And then I'll sleep on it when I need to. They sleep on it when they need to.
And then, your bed kind of smells like them, so you have dreams about them when you're sleeping. I mean, that's kind of cool, right?
And when you both have the day off, I guess you just cuddle.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, sure. Why not? I mean, yeah. I mean, your sleep cycles would have to line up then, but I wish there was an app, speaking of, I wish there was an app where you could just select your sleep cycle because, man, when you travel, that just sucks. I'm just saying. That's just a side, not funny, just a side thing that I wish.
Oh, yeah, this is so glad.
What's the deal with sleep cycles?
What's the deal with sleep? Okay, so I want to know, Dave, since you claim that bed swerver is a real word, what does it actually mean?
One who swerves from and is unfaithful to the marriage vow.
Oh.
So it's like, I thought their marriage was great. It's like, nah, man, he's totally swerving out that bed every night. Swerving into other beds. Such a bed swerver, man. It is a for real legit word. It's a noun. It's awesome. My other word was pretty freaking funny, and then I saw this one, and I just I had to go with it.
I would love to see the usage on that. It's like, used in like the 1500s to talk about a nobleman who had been unfaithful.
Well, it's in Webster's Revised Unabridged Dictionary, which was originally published in 1913.
Oh.
It's relatively modern for a word.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's someone that's unfaithful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Somebody getting out of bed in the middle of the night, probably. It's like most of us get out of bed, we go to the fridge, get a snack. It's like, no, there's this subset of people who just get fully dressed, walk out of their place where they live, and just go out into the night and hunt booty.
So is it really like at night that people do this, and it's not necessarily that they cheat, but like straight up cheat, but that they're unfaithful in the sense that they're searching for someone to cheat with? Like, that's what I'm trying to understand. To what extent? Like, if there's a scale of 0 to 10 for adultery, like where does bed swerving land on that? That's what I want to know.
I'd say it's probably a 10, because like at that point, like you've done the deed, you've pretty much hit it in every way possible, probably multiple times. Like what
if you're in that REM sleep though?
That's true.
I mean, you're out,
that's
so
true.
You don't know that you're swerving beds, getting tail.
Yeah.
You don't know that's going on.
Yeah.
In your tuxedo that you're wearing for some reason.
No, I'm swerving my wife away. Okay, we need to get another scenario up in here. Someone have anything?
Yeah, we nailed it. You're Optimus Prime and you're Mumpsimus Prime. Go.
Dave, do you have a scenario for us?
Dave is a plane flying out of Malaysia. That's it. That's the sentence.
Well, do we want to give it a shot, I guess?
Hey, dude, I've never been a plane before, but I think, acting is practice, and, it'll help
Dave,
broaden my
this
skill set.
plane is your canvas, okay?
Okay, this plane is my canvas. All right.
This is your captain speaking. We're going to be flying at 7,000,000 feet. Ready for takeoff when you are, little plane.
Hey, Mike, I realize we're sitting in first class on this motorboat.
It's pretty nice, but hey, Bob, did you notice we're the only two on this plane?
This feels like an episode of The Twilight Zone. I hope nothing bad happens on this plane.
We're going to be approaching some turbulence here pretty soon. Got it, little guy. Keep going. No smoking sign, I'm assuming that was. Checked off, so go ahead and your seatbelts too, I guess.
Oh, I'm a plane. Oh, I disappeared.
Bob, I'm a little alarmed right now because I'm pretty sure our plane sounds like a gentleman that doesn't know how to speak from Philly.
What the hell? Like, how the hell do you make a plane sound? Plus, you guys ruined it. I was going to do a thing that was like 30 seconds where I just pretend to take off and then fly, and then I just go quiet. Like, that was going to be the gag.
I think I ate some psychedelic mustard.
You had too much.
You got the mumps.
All right, good.
I got this large goiter on the back of my neck.
I think that was a success.
Sure, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you've got a 5 of hearts.
Did the mustard tell you?
Also, what does a plane propeller sound like? Wouldn't you just go like that? It's pretty accurate.
You thinking prop plane? You thinking prop plane? You're not thinking jet engine?
Yeah.
What's a
You're
jet
not
engine
thinking
sound
motorboat?
like? I don't know. No, that's ridiculous.
Or I'm a didgeridoo.
That's a really good didgeridoo. That's a really good didgeridoo.
Cool. It really is, man. Have you done some recall or like some voice acting work with didgeridoos before, Dave? Or Bob? Shit. The plane? Yeah.
God damn it. God damn this show. I mean, if we don't have anything else scenario, I mean, we could just move on.
Yeah, I feel good.
I feel good. I actually liked your plane, Dave.
Topical. Yeah, it wasn't bad. Dave.
Let's just really quick. Tittle, bed swerver, Filtrum, mumpsimus. There, we use the words, so we're good.
Nailed our scenario.
Yeah, there we go. Now let's tie this all up in a pretty little bow by issuing our escalator pitches for this week. Bob, I'm going to have you go first. Please give your escalator pitch for Filtrum.
I told you the most riveting Knight Rider face smacked into a door-facing story that anyone has ever, not just told you, but told anyone. I think we're at the buckle now, so...
Hello, Michael. This is Mr. Feeney.
Okay, I was like, oh, that's good.
That's a pretty solid Mr. Feeney, I gotta say. I believed it.
He loves that show. You love it so much, Suzik. It's like your favorite.
You mean Boy Meets World?
Yeah.
BMW is, without question, if I needed to teach my kids life lessons without ever being around, similar to Dave, I'd just tell them to watch episodes of Boy Meets World. I mean, you learn everything you need out of that show.
I thought if you were going to teach them a life lesson, you were just going to buy them an expensive German car that you have to fix every 3 months.
Well, yeah, there's
that too.
Yeah.
Zing!
I was thinking that you were going for like Michael Keaton in My Life, but instead of like making videos for your kid before you're going to die, like you just like buy them like Boy Meets World on box set. Like, this video thing sucks. All right, just watch this. It'll be fine.
Well, of course. I mean, you get a little Topanga in there, and you get everything you need. And of course, Ryder Strong. That kid is awesome. Ryan, mumpsimus, please.
I mean, mumpsimus, it's probably the greatest word in the world, mostly because, the thing about the word mumpsimus is it's as powerful as the sun revolving around the earth. It's as powerful as it's as powerful as Lost being like the greatest show ever that answered all of our questions. It's as powerful as Dave pronouncing the word water. And you need to have a word to describe. There's people just cling on to these things, and what a fancy word. I mean, mumpsimus. It sounds like it was like from like a Dr. Seuss book. But you know what? That word will have its green eggs and ham. We'll like it someday.
All right. Good. I mean, of all the definitions, I liked your definition the most, actually. I mean, mostly because it just described Dave to a T. I mean, I like that a lot.
Yeah, no, that's like, I mean, I would love to appreciate it more, but that's just downright fucking eerie. Like, that is the one word that describes all my charm, all my, idiot savant endearing qualities that I have, that I'm told I have. It is just ridiculous. That's pretty much the perfect word.
It's pretty good. It is pretty good. I'll go next with my escalator pitch for tittle. It's the small parts thing, the dotting, and I mean, it sounds like such a useless word, but I think the reason why I wanted to bring it up, first off, it has tit in it, and I'm actually really proud of you guys. Hey. I'm proud of you guys because you didn't go to that. You went for other things, and that...
Mammals.
Well, I mean, you had the udders part. I mean, that's close, but we didn't go for the boob humor like I was expecting we would. So it was really kind of a tittle test. And that, I feel like we all passed. We're all better for it, and that's great. Now, that said, tittle is a word that, for it meaning a small part of something, we could use it more. It's a more exciting word. Have you ever had it where you say, like, small or tiny way too much? And, you have those words you just lean on way too often. Tittle's a word that could bring more of a sizzle to your conversation, to your spoken and written language. And that could be used pretty often. So I'm going to say tittle is the word of the week for that reason alone. That's my escalator pitch for that. Dave, bed swerver, please.
All right. Adultery has had its day. It's a word that's great, adulterer, like we like saying it, we've enjoyed it. But we need something new. We need a new, fresh perspective on the whole act of committing, being unfaithful to the marriage vow. And bed swerver is it. It's fun. It's an energetic word. The idea of swerving out of bed in the middle of the night to get a glass of milk and get fully dressed and then leave your house to go hunt down strange, like that's hilarious. It's a great concept. And one could argue that we're all built in a way in which we're supposed to swerve from bed. Some of us decide to swerve, some don't swerve. But I think it's important that we adopt bed swerver as the new term.
I like that we're like vaguely endorsing adultery in this episode. We're just like vaguely talking about how cool and fun it is. Like,
no, but
if we have kids listening, like they're gonna grow up thinking, "Oh yeah, that's true. I never need to. I don't have to be like Corey and Topanga. Like, I don't need to get married and be all in that. Be faithful."
It's the implication.
I like it. I like that. All right, let's get some votes going on in here. We'll start with Bob. Bob, you have to vote between mumpsimus, tittle, and bed swerver.
Okay, so I like this week's words, except for bed swerver. I mean, bah.
Whoa.
Really?
Does your wife listen? Is that...
He's like, yeah, I hate it. Yeah, it's stupid. Like, who would wear costume?
I only like bed swerver if we're going with Mike's definition of sneaking people out of their bedrooms in the middle of the night.
That's basically kidnapping, though. Like, if any, the thing the kids should get from our show is like, don't do that because you go to prison for life, straight up. So please don't kidnap people.
Yeah,
don't bed swerve them.
You're not holding them against their will if they wake up.
Dave, you go to prison for life if you tear the tag off of the mattress while you do it.
Yeah.
You got to keep that on. You're set.
Just leave the tag and you're all set. Yeah, you can get past customs. You're good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make with Mike's definition, I'm gonna make bed swerver my number 2.
Ooh. Okay.
Choice.
All right, going backwards.
I wonder what he's gonna do with number 1.
Who's your
my
number 1?
number 1 choice.
Oh.
I'm a big fan of Transformers.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and transform my number one word into Filtrum.
I knew it.
You know what? I almost believed you for a second there, Bob.
No, I knew exactly
Son
where he
of
was
a
going.
bitch.
Like that piece sure as Bob has 3 lips, man. I knew he was going to go ahead and go that.
Bob,
Now, look, I used to have 3 lips, then I transformed back into 2, but it probably took me about 3 months.
oh God, this sounds terrible. Really, Bob, not Filtrum. You have to pick your number one word between mumpsimus and tittle.
Well, between those 2 words is Filtrum. I mean,
No.
Okay, so I'll pick not Filtrum then. Good. Are we good? Are we cool?
God damn it, Bob.
Not present.
Mumpsimus.
Mumpsimus.
I will take Mumpsimus
All right, mumpsimus.
because Mumpsimus Prime is my favorite brother of Optimus Prime. Hey, yo, the one who just talked about Philly cheesesteaks.
No, like he shows up to the fight and he just like starts coughing and he's like doubled over the whole time where everybody's fighting. It's like,
Yes,
Mumpsimus Prime,
Is that what
gather
happened?
the troops. He's just like coughing up a lung.
I like that. Okay, Ryan, you have to pick between Filtrum, tittle, and bed swerver.
I feel like this week's words are much better said with like a German accent.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, Bettschwimmer! Oh,
Oh,
he's got just a title of it or the Filtrum. Yeah, no, I don't know. It really
Oh,
works.
you look at the title on that one.
Yeah.
Mein Bettschwimmer! That's what I'm gonna pick for my.
Your number one is bed swerver?
Bettschwimmer.
Bed swerver.
And then I think number 2, we're gonna have to go with Titel.
All right.
I tittle.
nice.
Dave, you have to pick between Filtrum, mumpsimus, and tittle.
I mean, I've got to go with Mumpsimus as number 1 there, which I think seals it. That gives it the show. And number 2, I'm gonna have to go with Filtrum. I like that because it's actually something I can apply to my daily life. And the next time I'm standing around with somebody, I can be like, "Hey, man, hey."
Do not make Phil Sims angry.
No, you, hey, you, hey. You know what this thing's called? Fucking Filtrum. Motherfucking Filtrum.
It really
You got
freak
no
him out.
idea.
It
You got no
really
idea. It
freak
just
him
blew
out,
your
man.
mind, bro. It just blew your
Get in
mind.
their face.
Get your hand off of my lip.
Now lay down on the peds so I can drag you to Canada. Do it now. Swerve the crap out of your bed, guy. Yeah.
So really quick before we move on, because I still have to vote. So the voting isn't over. If a hobo is sleeping on a bench and you move the bench, are you a bench swerver or a bed swerver?
Oh, I like that. Bench swerving. That's a good. Yeah, I like that.
I feel like we could kind of move that around a little bit.
Yeah, like maybe you sit at the one bench every day and you feed the pigeons, and then tomorrow you come back and you go sit at a different bench and you feed different pigeons.
Yeah.
Straight bench swerving, dude.
You're bench
just
swerving,
playing.
man.
You're playing the field, man. Playing
the field with the birds. All right,
I don't want to sound racist, but a lot of those pigeons look alike. I mean, you don't know if they're different pigeons.
What if they're following you around? Anyways, I'm gonna have to get my votes in. I have to pick between Filtrum, Mumpsimus, and Bed Swerver, and I'll go number 2 first. My number 2 word is oof, man. I think my number 2 is gonna be Filtrum.
Oh,
That's it. I win.
Nope.
Yes.
And my number 1 word this week is gotta be Bed Swerver.
Oh
Yes.
yes,
Doesn't that just make it so it's like a 3-way tie?
No.
Like, what a freaking vagina.
No, not
What?
not at all. Actually, no. Dave wins. I have the tallies in front of me. Dave wins this week with Bed Swerver.
Fucking swing state. piece of shit. I'm waiting for the returns all night long. Sitting here on Florida and Ohio, and you fucking just go nuts on me, dude. You just like pull a Jeb Bush last minute. I want to look at those dimpled chads, hanging chads.
You must have really been proud of Mumpsimus. You must have been real.
I
have
been thinking about this all
How
night.
do you think I feel when I'm bringing words that I think, oh, I'm definitely gonna win, and it doesn't happen? I mean, you guys
really?
never fucking
Like,
vote
I mean,
for me.
that thought crossed your mind. You were like, oh, I'll pick tittle. That's a hilarious word. That's gonna win.
Hey, I had other ones. I'm not
Dude,
talking necessarily
come
about
on.
this week.
We had June, we had Ganch, we had all these wonderful legacy of words.
Okay, look,
and you want
I've
to bring
got-
in tittle? Like, come on, man, step your game up, bro.
I've
Step
got
your game up.
I've got a series of note cards in front of me, Dave. And
Binders full
I will
of
tell you,
words.
I don't know if Gorman Dies won for me. Maybe it did.
Should have.
Milk Toast. Did Milk Toast win? I mean, come on. Corroborating.
You look exactly like my favorite pie.
I had Jocos. You remember those pants? They're great. I'm just saying. Anyways,
Yeah.
Dave, you don't get to complain because you win with Bed Swerver, moving beds across the nation, 1 inch at a time. And if you are interested in bed swerving with us, I don't know if we should invite
You know what? That's like that makes me think of like the most non-violent way to evict bum tenants ever. Is just like you're chilling out the window, you're watching them, you're waiting for them to fall asleep, then you just pick up their mattress and take them out, put them on the front step, and then change the locks real quick, and there you go.
Yeah, that is.
Kind of like a Dog the Bounty Hunter, but like it's like Dog the Bed Server. Like, and it's just like. I like it.
So if anybody wants to bed swerve with us, Bob, they need to get in touch with us. How do they do that this week?
Or if you would like to finish a Glue Factory story, hashtag Glue Factory, you can hit us up on the Twitter, twitter.com/WordRango. A little Twitter love this week from Obo Crazy. She said, thanks to Word Rango, I'm going to start calling every party I go to a wingding.
Yeah.
All of my nerd typeface friends are going to get so confused. Also, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. It was a happy birthday to Bob Balvio, who gives us the gift of humor every week on Word Rango, and who's also a super awesome human.
Oh, wait, did you tweet that at yourself?
Yeah, that's what I was like.
If only I had. Tigressa told me, Dave, and Word Rango, trapped in a bag of Funyuns, and the Funyuns are stuck in the machine, hashtag D&D. That totally almost made sense if you were, like, high and eating Funyuns. Glib Shark said happy birthday to me, I actually open their show every week with the same dulcet tones you hear right here, folks. Let's see.
Are you just looking for birthday messages, Bob?
I know, he totally is. He's like, let's see, that was about the show.
You know, everybody listening at home, we missed my birthday, and I didn't make a fuss about it. I'm just saying.
Well, maybe you should have.
No.
Maybe you
Because
should.
I'm
you
about
can also,
the product, Bob. I'm about the
So
product.
mine. The product was my birthday. You can also hit us up on Facebook, facebook.com/WordRango. You can listen to us on the Stitcher. You can listen to us on wordrango.com now. Look at that. Ooh, the future. You can also hit us up on iTunes, where we would love a 5-star review, because we hug you every week right in your ear holes. And you should hug us back with a 5-star review and some lovely words about how you love us.
And when you do that, take some time to share the show with others.
Take some time to shower, share the show.
And when you do that, whether it's on Twitter or Facebook, bit.ly/wordrango is going to send people right to our iTunes page, where they can also give us a 5-star review, 5-star review rating, leave us a review with words.
Rate, rape, and review the show.
Seriously, it's like
What's going on with these alliterations?
This week's speech impediment is brought to you by Mike Suzak. Mike Suzak, he's probably high and drunk.
I used up all of my words, all of my possible words this week on you guys. I can't talk anymore for the rest of the week. I'm going to be
Me
very
talk
quiet.
pretty one day.
And that's it. That's our show. Congratulations, Dave, for Bed
Thank you,
Swerver.
thank you.
It's a genuinely good, even though albeit kind of fake word.
No, man,
And everybody
it's not only on thedictionary.com, it's on thefreedictionary.com. It is there. It is an
I don't know if you want
established
to tell
word,
people
guys.
that.
So
You don't want to swerve that back.
No, not at all. Join us next week. We're going to have 4 more words and all their definitions for you guys. This has been Word Rango. Word up!
Word Rango.
Paul Troon.
Bye, Paul.
Paul Troon, get at me. Get at me, bro.
Figure the whole, like, if I shout word up, maybe that's a great way to close. I don't know. You know.
Hashtag Glue Factory.
That could be our tag. We're just all just shouting, just whatever. We're just like, just go.
Breaking news. Cannonball.